Hi everyone, today we would be discussing on how to install or LLM locally and run using the Ollama. So Ollama is an open source way of how you can interact with your LLM, and at the same time it gives you the instructions on how you can test various models that it has configured into it. This would allow us to work with the models directly and also at the same time make sure that the complexities are kept aside. So we would need a Docker here, and then we would run these commands step by step. So I also have a GitHub page where I have already given the instructions of how to work with this. So you can visit that, and at the same time, let us begin. So first we would start with downloading Ollama with Homebrew. So why I did this? Because here this particular image given and shared by Ollama didn't work for my system, which is a Mac OS system. So I prefer to work with the Homebrew, where we have the way to install Ollama and it directly works into the system seamlessly. The next step is to check the Ollama version, for which in my system I have the Ollama version that is 0.1.45. Next step is to prepare the repository, and if you are planning on to work with a Streamlit app or anything else, then you can also create your own environment and start working. At the same time, now we would start working with the Docker. So we need to pull the Ollama image into our system, and that is this page tells us more about this particular image which is publicly available. So copy the command and do this. I have already set up my system with the Docker image, so I have skipped that step, but you can do this and it's very easy. The next step is to run the image. So at the port 11434. The next step is now to generate the SSH key, without which you won't be able to interact with the image over using Ollama. So Ollama has not specifically mentioned that, and that is why this step has been included in my repository. So start with using this with your own username. So this is my username and my email. So I have used this one, and then you can create this directory for Ollama, and at the same time copy the SSH keys that you have there. Make sure that you enter as in you don't enter any key over there, keeping it empty, so that would allow the Ollama and the other interaction to go properly. Otherwise the passkey issues do not allow you to again um, use the Ollama models. And let me show you what kind of error you get. So I tried this by using a key that was my own passphrase and input. So that didn't work, and it was not able to pull the image and not able to run the command. So avoid doing this. And the next steps are given here on what you can do with the SSH key. So make sure that you have the SSH key with the command, the necessary permission. So this should have been chmod 777. So that I would be rectifying here, that I did in the next update. Now use this particular line to work and interact with Llama 3. Llama 3 is a model that is given by Meta, and now we would be able to see some of the interactions that we did with Llama 3. So after pulling the Docker file of Llama and successfully being able to communicate, I have the screenshots of what commands did I pass to Llama. So here on my system, Llama is going really slow, so I have to show the screenshot, but I would be interacting with Gamma soon, so you can see that on my screen. So it says, "Nice to meet you, Varsha. I'm just an AI, so I don't have a personal name." Uh, so this was a really nice answer. It knows that it is an assistant. The second question was, what is Azure OpenAI Studio? And this is something that is new and latest by Azure, and it knew about it. The third question was a GK question, that what is Bernoulli's principle, and it was able to answer correctly with it. And next I asked it like a customer support query of how of why is it having trouble logging into my account, and that it answered very nicely. It was a good answer. It makes sure that all the steps are included without revealing any private information of me as a user, or even revealing any other person's private information. So this was really nice. Now let us check how Gamma interacts with this one. So I'm using Gamma 2, as that is a smaller model, and that would allow me to like see and get the answers quickly. So I'm gonna use this command, copy it, and directly run it here. So pulling manifest means it's pulling the image. It started to work with the downloading the image.